But if you figure this out, those downs are gonna just go right up real quick. I'm telling you. How y'all doing today? I'm back with another video, and yeah, I'm pumped to do this video because I feel like it can really teach you something. Really, like, it can be really insightful, and yeah, I just want to share this with you guys because it took me a long time to get to the place that I am right now. And the place that I am right now, I feel I'm a woman that knows what I'm gonna put up with, what I'm not gonna put up with. I'm very loving and caring and generous, and I just feel like I'm much more mature. And even though I say I'm always immature, that's just because I like to party and have fun. But like, deep down, I am very, very mature, and I learned a lot throughout my life. Okay, I've met so many people. And if you pay attention to this video and you really listen and absorb what I have to say, then you're gonna learn a lot. Like, you probably can figure out the type of person that you are, that you want to be, that you will be, and that you was. Okay, throughout my life, like I said, I've met so many people. I've met a lot of customers because I've been in customer service for 16 years now. So for me, what I think I do a little bit differently than other people that come in contact with a lot of people, or that's just kind of like, you know, just here, you know, like some people, they're just here and they're not really here. Like, I'm here, and at this point in this stage of my life, I absorb, I observe, and I implement. And that's why I feel like I can be here right now talking to you and sharing my wisdom and what I've learned throughout the years. So with all that being said, I just want to say that you can learn a lot from this video if you really like pay attention to what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to convey. We all deal with a lot of shit in our life, like a lot of stress from work, from family, from school, from ourselves, just trying to figure out what we want to do in our lives and like how to make it, and like just a lot of like, it's constantly like, it's never ending. It's never gonna end. Okay, like there's always gonna be something that is going to like bother us, and like we have to figure it out, because that's what life is. Life is legit the most longest challenge you will ever have. It's a lifelong challenge. Okay, and we deal with so many different people, and you know, a lot of times we're just like, damn, like they did me dirty, or why did this person do this to me? And let me tell you something, okay? There's one thing that if you don't do, like you're so far behind. Like I don't even know. Like, you just have to be able to recognize your wrongs, okay? And you, as an adult, if you're an adult, if you can figure this out as a teenager, even better, kudos to you. When you are wrong, you're wrong. You are, like, most of the time people know when they're wrong, okay? Like, you know, you might not think that you're 100% wrong, but there's something there that you're just like, all right, maybe I could have done this differently, okay? And that's really how you should approach every situation. Every situation, you should look at it from every point of view. You should look at it like, could I have done something differently? Would this have changed this? If I did this differently, how would that make me feel? How would that compromise the situation, okay? So, for example, when my friends come to me for advice and like talk to me about their problems, and I have a lot of friends, and a lot of my friends come to me for advice and talk to me about their problems. That's why when I first started this channel, it was called Dear Lisa, and it was just me giving advice to people who would email me. But when you're a new YouTuber, it don't work out like that, so it was hard to get people emailing me about advice. So I kind of just like drifted off somewhere else. Now, when people come to me asking for advice, I play devil's advocate, and I have to do it, because me being your friend, me being your girlfriend, me being your wife, me being your sister, your whatever, like me being anything tight-knit to you, always gonna have your back. Like, no matter what. In the public, I will always have your back, even if you are wrong. But if you are wrong, you better understand I'm going to tell you. I'm going to pull you aside and I'm going to let you have it because you're wrong. And you need to accept that, and you need to understand that, and you need to learn and grow from it and change your actions, okay? And accept it. Like, you have to accept it. And this is a problem that I feel like a lot of adults, even to this day, I know older adults, they do not want to admit when they're wrong. And I understand about pride. I completely get it. I have a lot of pride. I really, really do. It's really hard for me to put my pride aside. It is. But I will do it if I have to do it. And I expect all my friends and family and loved ones to tell me when I'm wrong, the same way I would tell them. I always give different points of views because I feel like people need to understand where other people are coming from. For example, like I have a friend, me and this friend, we was really close, and then we would stop talking, and then we'd be really close again, and then we would stop talking, and like every time we would stop talking, it was like this huge blow up, this huge crazy thing. And a lot of people would always be like, well, why you always being their friend again? Like, what's wrong with you? And the thing is like, I step back and I look at it, and do I think I was wrong at sometimes? Sometimes I could have done something a little bit different. I don't think I was ever completely wrong, but yes, I could have done a couple things different. So kind of led to some of the blow-ups, right? And that's number one. I'm recognizing my wrong. Number two, I step back and I also put myself in that person's shoes. What did that person go through in their past life? Like, what did that person go through before me or during the same time? Like, maybe they're dealing with something else that I don't know about, or I do know that they're dealing with something else, and yes, they're taking it out on me and it's wrong, but at the same time, I still love you, and I can understand how it can affect you in different areas of your life. Like school, stress from school can affect your work. Stress from work can affect your home. Stress from home can affect your work. You understand? Like, it all ties together. And I don't think people mature enough until they realize that. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse and you should just automatically forgive them. Like, no, it really depends on the situation, and every situation is completely different. But when you can be empathetic and put yourself in somebody's shoes, you have truly matured, okay? I have to say that because I feel like a lot of people, they don't do that. They don't do that enough, okay? I have people that have done me wrong that I will never forgive, and I don't care what they tell me they was going through in life. The way that you did what you did to me, I can never forgive that no matter what, okay? And that's just that. But I still think I'm pretty grown, I'm pretty mature, because I can be the one to sit here and be like, listen, you know what? I'm not going to harp on that anymore. What's done is done. I'm going to move on with my life, and that's that. Like, I don't have any animosity towards you anymore, okay? And I feel like that's like what we need. And this is what I'm here to share with you guys. Like, for you to really grow, for you to really mature, for you to really figure out who you are, you need to take a step back and figure out who the people in your life are, okay? What they're dealing with. When they handle certain situations, how can you help them? How can you be there for them? Yes, even if they're getting on your nerves, like, be there for them, okay? Another thing that I want to say that I learned is that you cannot be mad at somebody for taking your spot if you step down from it. Now, I moved to Canada and I'm from New York City. All my close friends, my best friends, my family, they're all back home in New York City. I miss them like crazy, okay? Now, before I came to Toronto, I was not the type of person like, let me call you and have a long conversation on the phone and see how you're doing. Like, I would just send a quick message here and there, like, let's catch up, let's have lunch, let's meet here. I can't do that anymore because I am in Canada. If I was to not keep in touch with my friends and I was to not pick up the phone and call them and see how they're doing here and there, you know, that, and then they get another friend and they get a best friend, and I'm sitting here like, damn, like, you just went and got a new friend without me. Like, wow, like, cause I moved, like, you just, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, you know, cause that happens to people and they get jealous of new relationships that form. But the problem is are you looking at what you could have done? Okay, I can't be mad that they are best friends now because I moved away from my best friend and I didn't keep in touch. Okay, and now I pick up the phone, I call my friends, you know, like this is not a situation that happened, like because as soon as I moved here, I realized, like, listen, I need to call my friends, I need to keep in touch, like I have to keep these bonds strong. And I've always been the type of person, like, I'm bad at keeping in touch. Like, once I move on from somewhere, once I go to college and I leave college, like, I'm not keeping in touch with y'all. Same thing, high school, like, I'm really, really bad at that. Like, I drift apart. And, you know, I feel like it took me a while. It took me moving to Toronto to realize that, okay? I just caught up with the girl from high school and we was like this. We was best friends. We went to college, kind of drifted apart, and that's both our faults. Mostly, I feel like it was mostly my fault because she would reach out to me and I just am so busy and I just kind of just forgot about her. And I look back and I'm like, man, like, we were such good friends, you know, like I miss that. I see her friendships with her friends and I feel like she probably feels the same, you know, when she sees me with my friends, and I'm like, we could have had our best friendship still going on. But it's okay because that's that, and I learned from it, and she taught me, like, I don't want that to happen to my friends now, so I'm going to do what I can do to kind of like fix it and make sure it doesn't happen. Okay, same thing in relationships. Okay, and relationships, it's a little bit trickier. Okay, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. A woman is at home and she keeps telling her man, like, I want you to take me on dates, like, I want you to pay me more attention, and he doesn't, and he just keeps ignoring her. But then she goes to work and then there's a guy there that's taking her on lunch dates, and there's a guy there that's paying her attention and checking up on her and seeing that she's down one day and what he can do to help her make her feel better. Of course she's gonna generate feelings for him, and of course your relationship probably is gonna fail because you failed to listen to what your wife had to say or your girlfriend had to say, and now she's getting what she wanted from you from somebody else. That means you step down from your spot and let somebody else take it, and you cannot be mad. Okay, you cannot be mad. You can't. I'm sorry, you cannot. For you to really mature and just like have an easier life, take a step back and look at what you've done and what you could fix and what you can do. Okay, it's not always the other person is wrong. It's not. I'm sorry, I don't mean I don't want to be the one to break the bad news to you, but it is what it is. Okay, sometimes we have to look at our own reflection and talk to ourselves and figure out where we went wrong, where we need to fix, what we could fix, and how we can grow from it and move on from it. Like, you're not gonna be happy 24/7. That's just, it's facts. Life is a fucking challenge. It's hard as hell. But if you figure this out, those downs are gonna just go right up real quick. I'm telling you, like, it just gets easier. It does. It really does. It's never gonna get 100% easy. It's never gonna go like not happen. Like you're gonna get in arguments with people, you're gonna break up, and you're gonna like lose friendships. It's inevitable. But if you can look back and say, you know what, I'm sorry, and then it still doesn't work out, that means it wasn't meant to be. Okay, you're welcome. Anyway, guys, like I said, I hope this helps. This is just some wisdom that I wanted to share with you guys, stuff that I learned throughout the years. And like I said, like right now I feel like I'm in a very good place, and it's not because I just got married, because even like this is probably the hardest part. Okay, we just got married, and like we've been on and off for like a long time and dealt with a lot of shit, and I feel like it gets better, but it gets harder, and I'm prepared for it. It's fine, but I just think like overall in general I'm in a really good place. I know myself, I know how to deal with certain things and how to learn from it and grow from it and how to say sorry, and I just want to share that because I feel like you guys needed to know that. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, appreciate that. Keep it geek, freak, chic, and sleek, but most importantly, keep unique. Bye, lovies. See you in my next video.
Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your